Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday. It is Monday. All right. How's everybody doing on this glorious, beautiful Monday morning? Excuse me. Is everybody else still waking up too?
I need a day to recover from the weekend.
I agree wholeheartedly.
And I second the motion.
Man. My kid is funny. He was like, Mommy, we should have, we only go to school. We don't have school Monday. We don't have school Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We go to school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was like, you know what? Mommy agrees with this thought process. Mommy agreed then with this thought process. So mommy definitely agrees now with this thought process because you don't know how to drive. But yes, we need a day to recover from the weekend.
Amen.
Man, tell
All
me
right.
said anything about adulting.
No, it's a trap. It's a trap.
Well, I'm not going to be before you long. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over to our master trainer of the innovator, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the guy that is just from G-Town, but does everything. I present to you, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
All right. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you being here, Deanna. I got your message. No multitask, because that's something. Actually, you're not going to be able to because Grace is on the road, which means you are doing the reading. Pull up the lead nurturing. Let's do that. Okay, there's no delays with Rhino Leg. It is not out because I don't have it out on purpose. I'm going to have there won't be a morning meeting Wednesday. Monica would be in a morning meeting, but you won't. It won't be a morning meeting Wednesday. I'm going to use that meeting as a Rhino Leg meeting Wednesday. I'm going to use that. That's why it's not out.
Woo-woo.
Yes. Adonia will be on that meeting. Jerome will be on that meeting. If you got an email from me, you would be on that meeting. Monica, my emails are getting hit back from you, but I think Grace should be sending them to you. Have you got one of them? I know you probably can't talk, but like
I don't think I have. I'll check right now.
Okay, yeah. They're getting kicked back. The Gmail, the trusted treaty. No, that's not what it is. Taste for you. No. Your email, something like that, though. You know what I'm talking about.
Improved pill for you.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it should work. I don't know why it's getting
No, I
kicked
think
back.
it's my domain name getting hit by Gmail.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's you, but you'll get them. You get everything Wednesday for sure, but you will get. I guess when Grace got off the road, she was supposed to send them to you. No worries. But she has a Gmail too. I mean, I have a Gmail, but I only use it to develop. I don't use it for anything else. I won't use it for anything else. There'll be no meeting Wednesday, as that would be a Rhino Leg Wednesday. So if you got an email from me, Adonia, we'll see you at 8:00 in the morning. The reason it is 8:00 in the morning is because some of the people are 11 hours away. We have a potential, everybody's potential right now. Okay, just so we clear. I made that clear in the email. I reserve the right not to get put in any situations I've been in before. Amen. Okay, good. Don't worry about it now. I'll take care of myself if I have to. Don't worry about it. Not as much. How many of you know you don't make the same mistakes twice? You make them, but you don't repeat these joints. All right. I will find 1,000 new ways, Jerome, to mess up today, but they will not repeat. I know that much.
I'm only laughing because I was here doing some of those mistakes. I understand
You
why
understand.
you don't want to go back down that road.
I shall not. I shall not. I shall not. I ain't got none of that going on. I've avoided those people. And I've also avoided the people who want to, yes, private messenger, you were to be on that call because you got an email from me. That don't mean you saw it. Could have went to your spam, but you got a series of emails from me. So yes. Wednesday. And so I'm going to teach you international business today. I'm also going to teach you about rhino leg. Melissa, I have a question mark next to your name. Where you at real quick?
I'm right here.
Okay. Now, no, every time I have a question mark next to your name, I end up unquestioning marking that, and I end up saying something different. Don't worry about it. I end up saying something different. I'll say it out loud, but I end up saying, well, I know Melissa would love to get in on this, but then at the same time, I always go, right after I think about that, I think, well, we just knock out that check, and then that'll be it on it, right? So we check focus, right, Melissa? Is that it? We
You must be, because I just automatically just yes or no. So,
okay. Yes. We, what check we talking about now. It is that M299767 check. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know the name.
that one, okay.
That one, yes. I don't know the name of it. But you know what I'm talking about. It's an FBI check. All right, so we check focus. That's what I did there. That way we can get that and get it done. So I'm going to give you. Deanna's texting me, so I must be in trouble.
No.
Okay. All right. I should have said Jerome.
It's your daily reminder.
Lord have mercy. Susan, I thought I'd done something already. Lord have mercy. Okay. It don't take us men long, Renee, get something wrong. It don't take us wrong at all. It don't take us long. All right, so today's topic is going to be strategically launching your business with AI. There are no delays. There's just none. The server is configured. Admittedly, I have not built the entire database due to I keep inventing stuff in the gap. And of course, I need to stop doing that so the database will work. Every time I do that, I got to adjust the database.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the title for me one more again so I can make sure I got it?
Strategically launching your business with AI.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, doesn't matter if it's ChatGPT. I'm going to make every single call this year about AI as much as I can. I think I've done 99.9%. Twice in there I snuck in on you. You are great, and God is good. Twice, two calls like that. Strategically launch your business with AI. If you ever paid attention, you should pay attention today. Now, some of you have emails from me. Some of you on this call, Jerome, Phil, Susan, you have emails from me. Monica, excuse me, you have emails from me. You do not have to attend. For two reasons. One, maybe not be available. So then you can watch the replay. No problem. Two, may not be your cup of tea. And that's fine by me too. That's fine by me too today, right? Fine by me too. Either way. But what I've done is I pulled Phil and Susan Adonia, Jerome Law, Monica. Like I don't want to say out of my way, but I made sure. You'll even see Satish upon that call. Those are your people. You'll see Satish on the call. You will see that. You're going to even see me write the email for that call right in front of you. I saved it just for you. You're going to see me write the email for that call as well. And anywho, Anybody like that believed, I mean, Melissa would be on that list, but she don't need to be. She don't need to be. I mean, that would believe.
I love Satish.
Well, Satish is my brother. Yeah, this it's no, he's not. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He's excited too. Yeah, he's excited. He was excited when he got my message. He's excited. Anybody like Adonia, anybody like Jerome, anybody like Law, Phil Susan, the names I named, I made sure, especially Monica. I mean, Monica almost pawned her houses for ATS to work. I mean, you can't really pawn houses, but you get the point, though. You know what I'm saying? You get the point. You understand what I'm saying? You get it. She came to ATS and start finding love. You know, one person was different, but she found the one. She fooled around and found Deanna. Just not Deanna. You know, another Deanna. You know, she fooled around and lucked up. Found her favorite frequency. How about that? There you go. Found her favorite frequency. See, I'm talking well today, Monica. See? I'm talking well today.
You are.
All right, dude. Be ready, because there's some stuff. So I'm going to split this talk up into what I'm doing. Write that down, Deanna, for me. You write in your notes and you also put it in the chat. I'm creating a visual map here. What I'm doing. First contact. And then I'll explain why I'm doing it. And then second contact. And then I'll explain why I haven't hired anybody. I have not. And then I'll explain financial goals, which now is causing the delay, even though it's not a delay. It's not a delay. Now I'm just being strategic. The financial goals. And then I will break down my strategic launch. There you go. We'll spend most of the time on the strategic launch and most of the time on the first and second contacts. We'll spend most of the time there. All right, Dan, let's see. Okay, Dan, I'll put it all in the chat for you. Oh, we forgot to make sure. Well, some of y'all should be able to copy and paste this chat. Let me see if I can do it. No, it still works. So y'all make sure y'all can copy and paste from the chat. If not, we got to reset that second. All right, that's it. Shelly, why you think I have delayed a good see this morning? Shelly gets off work 2 minutes before this call, and then rebrushes her teeth and jump on the call. She don't even go to sleep. She rebrush her teeth and jump on the call. Shelly, why you think I didn't release Rhino Leg this weekend?
Well, you just said that you were going to have your meeting first. You mentioned that you keep coming up with new ideas.
Both of these are true.
But why you did not release it?
It is.
I don't know. I'm going to say I'm thinking you're giving us time to get familiar and think through this, so when it does launch, we'll be ready to flow. That's my
okay. Fair enough. That last one is mighty kind of you. I'm not that kind, but it's mighty, mighty kind of you for sure.
I see you in that way, so that's why I gave that.
Oh, I'm so grateful. You know what? That is exactly, since you see me in that way, you're exactly right. There you go. You are exactly right. Yes, you're exactly right. In fairness, most of the truth behind that is, I would, for people like you, I would say, hey, get some time. For the rest of y'all, I just put it in your face. I just would. I'd put it in your face and let you know you should have listened. Never forget that. No, this is very important when it comes to business. Or actually, it's just important, period. When it comes to you advancing somewhere, this is very important. Everybody won't listen to you. Only about 10% of the people will. Everybody ain't listen to your pastor. Only about 10% of them are. The rest, you just got to put it in their face. And then they'll get excited because they're missing out. Never chase customers. Never chase customers. You will lose too much money and patience, for God's sakes. You lose patience, for God's sake. All right, number one.
It turns them off. It turns them off, and then
Yeah.
it makes you appear to be desperate.
That's true too. I didn't think about that. That's true too. That's true too. But Shelly, you were 98% right. If this was a test, I give you a 98. Give you a 98. Yes. You know, undergrad, you have 4.0. But good job. Good job. Main reason I have delayed the launch is because I have a financial goal, and I shall not jeopardize the financial goal. The financial goal depends on a few pieces. So what I've done, this is what Antonio is doing. I'm on my script now. Okay. What I've done is I've removed everybody from the company, including me. And then I did a visual thought experiment of what it should look like. Okay. And I removed people, gender, and roles. I removed everything. And then what I started doing is I start building personality types, and how many will I need? Now we have unbiasedness. Gender doesn't matter. Sexual orientation does not matter. Personality type matters. It's just clear. I'm trying to be very clear. Am I doing okay? Now that I'm building off a personality type, I now ask myself, well, how many do I need? And the answer was 3. The answer was outside of myself, 3. How many do I need? 3. And then once I got to the 3, Monica, obviously, I said, well, how can I replace all 3? You writing these down as steps, right? Okay. Once I figured out I need 3, and I figured out how can I replace all 3 so I don't need them. Why? Because Jerome is right. I'm not doing the same stuff I did. It's not. So when I recognized the donate that I needed 3, because it's building a personality types. What are those personality types? And I'm gonna tell you what it was. All those personality types were vicious, ferocious salespeople. All 3. All 3. All 3. Vicious, ferocious salespeople. I'll tell you who those 3 people were. Ken Johnson, Monica Hernandez, and Grace Sandles. Those are the 3. I'm gonna tell you who they were. Once I built the personality types, I put people on the types. Like, this is brilliant. So I'm not sure if y'all catching it, but this is brilliant. Why did I know? So when I stripped everything away, I said, okay, the thing, it's one of a kind. It's the first of its kind. People doing it, but they're not doing it. So I said, all right, that's why I made 73 features, but you'll learn today, inside of the basic package. Well, yeah. And I said, all right, This is what the company looks like. It has advanced AI, which we'll talk about, all over the basic package, but there's no free trial. It ain't one. I ain't doing one. It just is what it is. You can kick rocks. There's no free trial. But knowing that when I stripped everything away, I got you down. When I stripped everything away, knowing there's no free trial, it shifted the personality types. I don't need no customer service. Don't need no customer service. I'll automate that customer service. What I need, you understand? What I need is 3 people that can get around, no free trial. That's what I need. Y'all getting it? You getting it? You getting it? Okay, sweet. Thank you, Monica. Melissa. Thank you. You get it? All right. So there we go. Pause real quick. Go ahead, Diana. You look like there's an angel shining upon you right now. There's a ray of light casting upon your screen.
Amen.
Mhm.
After you built the personality types, you put people in their places. What was the next thing you did?
Oh, I got rid of those people.
Okay.
Yes, to protect myself. Actually, I have to protect myself. Well, protect the company, but side effect was protecting myself. I got rid of those people. So I said, Monica's dead. Ken's dead. Grace is dead. What now? Which then made me focus more, Deanna, on the product. So if I kill all the salespeople, now what I have to do is make a product that sells itself. You may hear my bravado, but if you can get past it, there's some genius being dropped here. So then what I did is I went to the product and start making it better and making it better and making it. You'll see what I mean by making it better here in a moment. Making it better. So now it sells itself. So now it needs 0 marketing and 0 sales. So what does it need now? It's what Antonio said. The first customer, which leads me to first contact. See what I did? I am genuinely on Jerome. It's right there. It says, what is Antonio doing? First contact. All right. Why on earth thou thinketh that the first contact would be employees? They ain't doing nothing. They ain't buying nothing. Somebody care about y'all. No, I'm just joking. Well, kind of joking. In this context, don't nobody care about y'all. Don't nobody care about the CEO. The customer, the first customer validates us all. We're weirdos, and we're all y'all businesses, all of you are weirdos until somebody buys from you. It's the truth. You're a nut job with an idea, telling people how you're gonna change the world. And nobody believes you, Adonia, until one of her colleagues go, you know what? Let me buy that. And all of a sudden, she's a genius. Adonia is a genius. I knew she was gonna do it. Yeah. Nobody thinks we're a genius until somebody buys from us. You're not a leader until you get your first follower. Your company is just a hobby until you get your first customer. Melissa, did that make sense? It was raw. That was raw.
It makes perfect sense.
until Melissa published a book outside of her womb. Like that means it's not her daughter's book, not her mama's book. No, until somebody Melissa did not grow up with published a book, did not have a relationship with for 15 years. Until they published a book, she was no real publisher. And I guarantee you, Melissa, do you remember the first person that you published a book and you genuinely did not know who they were for most of your life? Who was that person?
Christina Figueroa.
There's so many people.
Yeah,
okay.
I just picked 2. Very first two.
Very first 2. And how did that make you feel when you knew then this is working?
Very excited.
There we go. So how do we, Jerome, improve the first contact? Well, today we got AI, Otis. So we're going to use first contact with AI. I must admit to you, Adonia, that you're about to run on water right now. Because what's about to happen, Deanna, go ahead and put up lead nurturing. This is what I've done with Rhino Leg. I have created a bunch of things that are just amazing. Is that okay? I've created a bunch of things that are just amazing. One of those things is Rhino Nurture. Rhino Nurture. Yes. So Rhino Leg has more than a few features. There's Rhino Hub, there's Profit Pack. I'm sorry, Rhino Hub, Rhino Pack. That's what I'll call it, because everything has Rhino in front of it. Rhino Hub, Rhino Pack, all sorts of stuff. You're gonna learn about it in a second. Then I created Rhino Nurture because I was thinking about very specifically Adonia and Grace. I was thinking about them too. And when you hear this, you will see why. So what I did, Jana, do you have the original Rhino? Do you have Antonio's version of Rhino Nurture upon you?
I'm sure I do. Give me 1 second.
If not, I know I got it. And I will read to you Rhino Nurture. And what you're going to say is, wow, but I didn't understand the word you said.
I got it.
You got it? All right. What you're going to do, Jana, is read this. You're not going to understand much of this. I admit this now. No, you're going to still understand it, but you ain't going to understand it. You'll see. Go ahead, Diana.
Rhino Nurture from Rhino Leg, AI-powered CRM. Are you tired of struggling with sales and nurturing leads? Dream of making millions without working yourself to the bone? Rhino Nurture from Rhino Leg is here to make your dreams a reality. Designed for those who aren't experts in sales or lead nurturing, our AI-powered CRM will help you unlock the millionaire lifestyle you've always wanted. Rhino Nurture from Rhino Leg is perfect for anyone, even if you're a 70-year-old with a fixed income who doesn't understand tech jargon.
Stop right there. That was very understandable.
That's me.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Adonia's about to run out. I'm telling you, she's about to run across all y'all cameras. Y'all gonna see all these squares. She's gonna be running. That was very understandable. Now, these features, Jerome, she's about to list, is very Antonio language. Go ahead, Diana.
Number 1, Rhino Nurture. Streamline your lead management and nurturing process with advanced machine learning algorithms and data processing techniques.
Okay, you're like, okay, I get that. That sounds good. What the hell are you talking about, though? Okay, keep going.
Number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 2, Advanced Lead Classifier System.
Okay, can we just skip the rest of the 17 and just admit that Antonio is doing all these jargons that don't really help? They help, but they help. But they help. You know what I'm saying? Share your screen on just those 19, Deanna, real quick, just so we can just list them. I'm just listing real quick because I want you to spend more focus on first contact than Antonio did not dumb his brain down. Best time prediction, powerful sentiment analysis tool. What the hell does that mean? I don't know, Antonio, but it sounds great. Seamless integration, detailed performance metrics, improved customer segmentation, enhanced personalization, comprehensive lead scoring, reduced manual labor, improved email delivery, A/B testing capabilities, scalable solution, easy to use interface, regular updates and improvement, customer support, data security and privacy, streamlined sales and funnels, in-depth customer profiles, multi-channel communication, collaborative workspace, customizable dashboards, continuous learning, actionable recommendations. Wow, you can start.
Okay, now I'm running. Now I'm running. I'm
Okay.
skipping. I'm skipping and flipping.
Okay, because she gets it. Now watch this. Now, Deanna, tell them what Grace you and I did last night?
So last night,
We had an argument. No, the R&B song. Sorry.
wait, I'm trying to remember. No, it's gonna be stuck in my head till I find it. Thank you so much.
I'll play it. Keep going.
Last night, and Antonio had this wonderful idea. So he told Grace, hey, Grace, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take these features, put them into ChatGPT, and ask ChatGPT to explain it to you like you were a 5-year-old. So Grace went.
That's brilliant. Sorry, I had to say that. I don't like him though, but I have to say that. That was brilliant. The whole thing, all of that, Deanna, I can only imagine what his Carlos thing did. Oh my
God,
sorry.
it's so
It broke
good.
it down.
It's
Broke
so
it down
good.
so well, Miss Adama.
Share your screen, let them read with you. Share your screen, let them read with you. It's so, actually, hold on, before you share your screen, just say it for, let's see if most of the people here are visual learners. Let's see if they get it.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Okay. Rhino Nurture from Rhino Leg AI-powered CRM. Okay. So imagine you have a big dream to have a lot of money in toys without having to work really hard for it. That's what Rhino Nurture from Rhino Leg can help you with. It's like a helper for grown-ups who want to make a lot of money by selling things, but don't know how to do it on their own. Rhino Nurture uses something called AI, which is like a really smart computer that can do things by itself. And it
I
also
hate you, Antonio. I hate you. I hate you, Antonio. I hate you.
And it also helps with something called CRM, which is like a big organized list of all the people the grown-ups want to sell things to. Now, sometimes grown-ups might get confused with all the technology and smart computer stuff, but don't worry. Rhino Nurture is designed so that even a 70-year-old who doesn't understand tech stuff can use it to see all the benefits. It's also exciting and easy to use, so you'll want to use it all the time. So, if you want to make your dream of having a lot of money in toys come true, Rhino Nurture from Rhino Leg can help you do it. It's like a smart helper that can make sure you make the most money by selling things and you don't even have to work that hard. Number 1.
Listen.
Rhino Nurture. Imagine you have a big box full of toys and you want to play with all of them. But you can't play with all of them at the same time, so you have to choose which ones you want to play with first. This is like what grown-ups do with something called leads. A lead is like a toy that they might want to sell something to. Now, grown-ups have a lot of leads, and it can be hard to keep track of all of them and remember which ones they want to play with first. That's where Rhino Nurture comes in. It's like a helper that can keep track of all the leads and make sure the grown-ups play with the right ones first. Rhino Nurture uses something called machine learning, which is like a really smart computer that can learn and do things on its own. And it also uses something called data processing, which is like sorting through all of the information to find the most important parts. So Rhino Nurture helps the grown-ups by using its smarts to keep track of all the leads and make sure they play with the most important ones first. That way, they can sell
Stop
more
right there.
and be happy.
Is this understandable? Yes, very much so. You can share your screen and read. Yeah, for the visual learner, but it's so understandable. Even visual learners can get you. Go ahead, Deanna.
Number 2, advanced lead classifier system. Try to say that 10 times. Imagine you want to talk to your friends and have fun with them, but sometimes you might not know exactly what to say or do to make them happy. That's where advanced lead classifier system comes in. It's like a helper that can tell you what to say and do to make your friends happy and want to play with you more. The advanced lead classifier system uses something called logistic regression decision tree, and support vector machines, which are like really smart computers that can learn and make decisions on their own. I love this, which is really like, I'm sorry. Which is really like smart computers that can learn and make decisions on their own. They help the grown-ups to talk to the right people and say the right things to make them happy and want to buy things from them. So, if you want to have more fun with your friends and make them happy, the advanced lead classifier system can help you do it. It's like a smart helper that can make sure that you have the right conversations with the right people and make them want to be your friends even more.
All right, so let's stop right there. Hold on, go to number one real quick. So in Rhino Nurture, the first thing we're doing is we are nurturing your leads for you. Number two, we're then classifying each type of lead in a decision tree type of effect that you can see, so you can then talk to the people you need to talk to first and then order the rest of the people. That's what's happening. Deanna, number three.
Powerful sentiment analysis tool. Okay, so imagine you have a lot of friends and you want to know how they're feeling so you can make them happy. But sometimes it's hard to just tell by looking at them. That's where the powerful sentiment analysis tool comes in. It's like a helper that can tell you how your friends are feeling just by looking at the things they say. The powerful sentiment analysis tool uses something called text blob powered sentiment analysis, which is like a really smart computer that can read what your friends are saying and understand how they're feeling. It helps the grown-ups to know how their customers are feeling so they can make them happy and sell more things to them. So if you want to make sure your friends are happy and feel good, the powerful sentiment analysis tool can help you do it. It's like a smart helper that can read your friends' messages and tell you how they're feeling so you can make them even happier.
All right, stop right there. You stop your screen for a second. Now, we tested this last night. My dad called from prison. He don't know anything about technology. He's been in prison for 22 years. 22 years. The internet is 25 years old. Just so we're clear, You've Got Mail was happening when he went in. The top of the line laptop did not exist. And then a year later, when it came out, it had a 2 gig hard drive, which was world class. Just so we're clear. Okay. And not only, we recorded it too, Susan, because he suggested it, but we're also smart. Not only did he get everything, he was given analysis too. And this is one of the analysis he gave right here. So you telling me if Johnny want to play Monopoly, but Johnny wants to have the car, then your machine would tell me that if Johnny has been talking about how he wants the car, and since he don't like the car, then he won't come play Monopoly. So it will read that and then make sure I give Johnny the car, and then let Johnny know the words to tell him so he can feel good about having a car and always be my friend. And the answer was yes. So right here, Adonia, number three is Rhino Leg will read your emails with your permission. Read all the notes in the CRM with your permission. And then psychoanalyze how your customers really feel about your product and about your company. And then divide them, tell you who's hot, who's cold, who's angry, who's not. And then give you suggestions on how to win them back or keep winning them over. That's a real thing. I invented it. Well, somebody's trying to do something like it. I just finished it. Very well. Very well. Deanna, keep going. Thank you, Susan.
Number
boy good.
4.
Mhm.
I was just saying that boy good.
Keep going.
Number 4, best time prediction.
Uh-oh.
Imagine you want to play with your friends and have fun with them, but sometimes you might not know the best time to play with them. That's where the best time prediction comes in. It's like a helper that can tell you the best time to play with your friends so you can have the most fun with them. The best time prediction uses something called a random forest regressor model, which is like a really smart computer that can learn and predict things on its own. It helps the grown-ups to know the best time to send emails to their customers so they can have the most fun and sell more things to them. So if you want to have the most fun with your friends, the best time prediction can help you do it. It's like a smart helper that can tell you the best time to play with your friends so you can have the best time ever.
Okay. Give me number 5. I don't know if y'all just quiet. Go ahead. Give me number 5.
Automated campaign management. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I just had a moment of praise when I read that, because if you've ever ran a campaign, to have it automated is like Jesus.
Even knowing when to send an email, that most people are going to open it. Click-through rates, open rates. Keep going.
Automated campaign management. Imagine you want to have a big play date with all of your friends, but you need to make sure everyone knows about it and what you're going to do. That's where automated campaign management comes in. It's like a helper that can make sure all of your friends know about your play date and what you're going to do. Automated campaign management helps the grown-ups to have big play dates with their customers by making it easy for them to create, schedule, and manage their email play dates. It saves them time and effort so they can have more fun and sell more things to their customers. So if you want to have a big play date with all of your friends and make sure everyone knows about it, automated campaign management can help you do it. It's like a smart helper that can make sure your play date is a success and you have the most fun ever.
To hood this up, because that was very understandable, but to hood it up, you got you have an event. You're 365 days away. Rhino Leg will nurture your leads for 365 days, send your emails on your behalf, organize those emails, tell you what to say, suggest what to say, and you never have to click push. You just have to give it permission to do its thing. Or maybe you're like the humor consultants. Maybe you're not worried about 365 days, but every Monday morning you want people on that call. Well, for the next 7 days, it will wrench around and wrench it off daily to make sure people are getting contacted. Things like, just a friendly reminder, in 3 days, we'll be going over wins and challenges. And then it'll come back again. In the next 24 hours, Antonio, we're going to wins and challenges. Hey, Antonio, we're 6 hours away from wins and challenges. Hey, Antonio, 45 minutes, we'll see you on the call for wins and challenges. Here's the link for ease.
It's talking to me.
It is, and it's also helping Grace not have to do all y'all reminders all the time and stuff like that.
Amen. Amen.
So basically, you have your own Grace text messaging people, your customers. All right, keep going, Deanna.
Seamless integration. Imagine you want to play with your friends and have fun with all of your toys. But sometimes you might have toys at different places and it's hard to play with them all at once. That's where seamless integration comes in. It's like a helper that can make it easier for you to play with all of your toys, no matter where they are. Seamless integration helps the grown-ups to play with all of their leads, no matter where they are, by making it easy for them to connect Rhino Nurture from Rhino Leg with other places where they have leads. It helps them have more fun and sell more things to their customers. So if you want to play with all of your toys and have fun with all of your friends, seamless integration can help you do it. It's like a smart helper that can make it easier for you to play with all of your toys, no matter where they are.
All right, so what's going to happen here, Adonia, is you're going to see 2 different types of explanation of all the features inside of Rhino Nurture. You're going to see the nerd talk, and then you're going to see this talk. Sometimes they'll be combined. Most times they'll be separate. The number one tool for marketing Rhino Leg, Rhino Nurture is this little simple talking as a kid. This right here. And every campaign will be around it, graphics will be around it. This language you're hearing right here would do it. Well, I'm going to skip something down. From detailed performance matrix, just read the first paragraph. Let's read the second paragraph. Well, read the first one.
Detailed performance metrics. Imagine you want to have the best play date ever with all your friends, but you want to make sure you're doing everything the right way and having the most fun. That's where detailed performance metrics comes in. It's like a helper that can tell you how you're doing during the play date and how you can do even better.
That's right. How you can do even better. And then it gives you all detail. Go down. Now I want you to read this whole one right here, Deanna. Go ahead.
Improve customer segmentation? Gotcha. Improve customer segmentation. Imagine you have a lot of friends and you want to play with all of them. But sometimes you might have different friends who like different things and you want to play with them in the best way for each of them. That's where improved customer segmentation comes in. It's like a helper that can tell you how to play with each of your friends in the best way for them. Improved customer segmentation helps the grown-ups to play with their customers in the best way for each of them by giving them information about what their customers like and how they act. It helps them understand their customers better and play with them in the best way so they can sell more things to them. So, if you want to play with all of your friends in the best way for each of them, improved customer segmentation can help you do it. It's like a smart helper that can tell you how to play with each of your friends in the best way for them so you can have the most fun ever.
Okay, this is actually what my dad brought up the Monopoly. I was wrong about the first time. This is what he brought the Monopoly. So what Rhino Leg would do is go inside your database, look at your customers, and say, Melissa, we've analyzed your customers and they like this, and that. And here is who like this, and then we've got them all separate. And now Melissa knows individually how to win with each person. Now, let me just list off a few more. Enhanced personalization, that's kind of common sense. Comprehensive lead scoring, it just simply means that it will tell you which are your best leads, which are average, which are not, etc. Reduce manual labor. Simplified in one sentence, we do every single thing for you. Improved email deliverability. Simply put, you know what? Read this one down because this one's actually pretty powerful.
Improved email deliverability. Imagine you want to send a letter to your friends to invite them to play with you, but sometimes the letter might not get to their house and they might not know about your play date. That's where improved email deliverability comes in. It's like a helper that makes sure the letter gets to your friends' houses so they know about your play date. Improved email deliverability helps the grown-ups to make sure their letters get to their customers' houses by using a smart computer to make sure the letters reach their customers' inboxes. It helps them have more success and have more fun. So if you want to make sure your friends know about your play date, improved email deliverability can help you do it. It's like a smart helper that makes sure your letter gets to your friends' houses so they know about your play date and can have fun with you.
If I would have sent my email to Monica from Rhino Leg, it would have found a way to give it to her. Or after a few tries, it would have told me, hey, there's an issue.
So you're telling me,
yes.
you're telling me this will also help me clean up my email database?
Absolutely. Plus, it would help Adonia's emails not go in spam. A/B testing, don't worry about that. It's just split testing to see which one of your graphics is better. Scalable solution. Don't worry about that. Easy user interface, all these explanatory. The explanations are amazing. Regular updates, improvement, customer support, data and privacy, streamlined sales funnel. Read that one.
Streamline sales funnel.
This is feature 19, by the way.
Imagine you want to play with your friends and have a big play date, but sometimes you might have trouble getting all of your friends to come play with you. That's where streamlined sales funnels come in. It's like a helper that makes sure all of your friends come to play with you so you can have the biggest play date ever. I couldn't help it. Sorry, y'all. It just fit right there, okay?
I'm a
It
big
fit
kid.
right there. Streamlined sales funnel helps the grown-ups have the biggest playdates ever by making sure all their customers come to buy from them. It uses smart computer features to make sure their sales process is smooth and easy so they can sell more things and have more success. So if you want to have the biggest playdate ever and have all your friends come play with you, streamlined sales funnel can help you do it. It's like a smart helper that makes sure all your friends come to play with you so you have the most fun and have the biggest playdate ever.
Now read in-depth customer profiles.
In-depth customer profiles. Imagine you have a lot of friends and you want to get to know them better. Sometimes you might forget some things about your friends, like their favorite color or food. That's where in-depth customer profiles come in. It's like a helper that helps you remember all the important things about your friends so you can get to know them better. In-depth customer profiles help the grown-ups get to know their customers better by helping them remember all the important things about their customers. They gather and store information about their customers, like their favorite color or food, so they can build stronger relationships and sell more things to their customers.
Okay, you can start now. You start with that. Okay, you can stop your screen. There's 25 of them. Stop your screen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What y'all think?
I think I'm finna have fun.
So let's start with
It's all right. I mean, it's all right.
My brain is
Yeah.
spinning. So, based on what I just heard, my brain is saying two things. Number one, Rhino Leg is going to gather information on the customer. It is going to do some things to and for the customer, but it's also going to tell me some things that I need to know to do in relationship to my customer. I got a lot of faith in Rhino Leg. I don't have a lot of faith in Jerome. Okay.
That's right.
Because he
and I built it with that in mind. I did.
So my brain is sitting there saying, in order for Rhino Leg to be effective, to maximize that, the things that it's telling me to do or the things I need to do will only enhance and make the process a lot better. So I said to myself, well, what does Antonio have built into the system that deals with the part where I drop the ball? Not that I want to drop the ball, but I'm human, not artificial intelligence. That's running through my head right now as I listen, because it sounds off the hook, but I'm the human factor. And so I just wanted to put that out there. That's what my brain is doing.
Yeah. So all these features deal with you messing up, but let me answer that in a little bit. I'm gonna do you first because there's a surprise that I'm doing, and you went to the surprise. You went to the surprise. Yeah. Yes. I'll answer that in about 5 minutes. But great. It is absolutely built in mind that you suck. Period. I don't trust you. Grace, how many times? Oh, you can't answer. She's driving her pants. I don't trust y'all. And I pretended the whole time you don't know what you're doing. And I built a system that does that for you. And the whole time I said, okay, you don't like sales. So I need to build a system that does that for her. Okay, but we're going to answer that in 5 minutes. Go ahead, Adonia. Okay, she might be coming back to the mic, and I know she tried to. There you go.
I don't know because I didn't know what you said, but let me just say one thing to you. Just because of my brother spoke too, Here's what I got from all of what he said. My benefit to the greatness of this product is it's going to tell me when and what my customer needs and help me build continuous content. Because now my customer, it's basically going to tell me this person is needing this item or this worksheet or this time with you or whatever. And I say, hey, just for you, I'd like to, offer blah, 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 whatever. So it can customize my customer's experience based on their needs.
That's right. That's right. Help you with your content, build it, tell you about your messages, all sorts of stuff. Sure, right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yes, there's a section in here in which Rhino Leg, we skipped it, will write, right now it's programmed to write 40 contact messages, first contact messages on your behalf. You can set them on random. They're for your email list, and they're also for your social media. I kid you not. I'm not joking. I'll even read one for you here in a little bit, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Absolutely.
Antonio,
Yes, ma'am.
I like the whole concept of keeping it low key and childlike and all that. But what if, you're sending these emails to executives and things? How are they going to feel or react to that?
Well, that's why we got the nerd version too. That's how.
Oh, okay. So you can choose which one you want.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Sure can. You can choose which one you want to send out, or you can send out both. In my case, I would be sending out both. In my case, I send out both because
that makes sense, because you really don't know unless you truly know that person. Yeah. Even though they're executive.
Right. And then when I get it, and I understand it, I may want to send it to somebody who don't understand it as much because I'm whatever. It just depends. Like I maybe want to send it to one of my downline managers, say, this is the solution we need. So y'all to stop messing up my money, something like that. And then, hey, do this so we can stop losing leads, because you never know who wants to increase their conversion rate and whose business is not performing the way it was last year. And you want to explain that this is the thing, because sometimes it's hard to change people, and you can't expect your employees to work harder than you because it ain't their company. You have to.
Can I ask a question on top of Susan's? So again, executives versus your common customer. What if you sent? Well, this is the question. If you have sent out the first version, the executive type, and say, if you need a little bit more assistance with this, click this button and we'll break it down for you even further, or we'll we'll simplify it for you. Is that something similar? Is that kind of an
yes?
option?
No. Yes, that's going to happen too. Plus, the website will have both on there, and the social media posts. It's going to be about, I think I thought about 30 different ways to deploy it. 30 different ways to deploy it, mix and match. We've gone and sometime one at a time. Because we got to remember, it's all content, right? So this one has 25 features plus the 2 paragraphs and 2 paragraphs. So that's all content and graphics, because the goal is to guerrilla market. That's the goal. The goal is I haven't got to the financial goal yet, but the financial goal is $500,000 in 30 days. So when you think about it that way now, because y'all were missing that information, when you think about the $500,000 in the first 30 days, then it does determine how, when, whom you're going to send to, and how you're going to package that media. So when you think about that big number, $500,000, $500,000 in 30 days, then it kind of answers a few of those questions for you, because not that the goal is high, but in order to do that, you need to have a certain amount of efficiency and a certain amount of sorry, it's a big word. Being everywhere at one time. Being everywhere, and it's ubiquitous, but I was gonna, being everywhere, all over the place. You need to have a certain amount of that, and even some sporadic, which is to pop up in places that you didn't expect randomly, things like that. Now, all of you hit this. I see the chat is fire. It's fire. Here's the crazy thing, Adonia. The crazy thing is that's not rhino leg. So now I'm answering your question, Jerome. I promise you I answered in 5 minutes. I'm answering your question. That was the secret. I made it sound like rhino leg. But no, I said clearly that's rhino nurture from rhino leg. That's not rhino leg, Adonia. And right now, everything you heard, everybody should have been going, man, that's worth $49.97. I need that. Yeah, that's one feature. No. No. You don't get to do that.
I heard you.
Okay, you do not get to be new wine and old skin. Y'all do not get to sit here and be quiet or not feedback and not flash a camera or not put in chat something. Because when I said 73 features for $49.97, mostly AI powered, the automatic assumption is 73 features, not one feature having 25 in it. So if we take each feature and just assume there's 10 per each feature, which it is not. It is not. Each feature has the average of 20. The basic package had 730 at minimum features. I need y'all to get that. The $49.97 and all this minuteness. We're not charging people for users. What do? They say, how does it go? Adonia, and they say, you can have the CRM, but for every user, it's going to be an extra. The script is even doing that. It's $30 a month. And for every user, it's an extra $30.
Which means $60 a month.
Okay. That's Rhino Nurture. That's nothing else but that one thing. Nothing else but that one thing. Remember I said, I need 3 people. Then I get rid of those people. And I turn around and said, all right, if I get rid of those people. Yeah, go ahead, Grace.
Rhino Nurture is one of the 73 features of Rhino Leg.
Indeed. Everything you just heard.
So you gonna break down all 73 features in at least 20 features within each one.
Yes, but I won't break down all of them because all of them aren't necessary. But what's been broken down in that great detail in kid-like language are the most exciting ones. Are the most exciting ones and the ones that people need the most. I haven't even got to you yet, Adonia, about the AI chatbot that you get for free in the $49.97. I haven't even got to you about that yet.
Holy crap.
How many of you right now have access to an AI chatbot outside of ChatGPT that helps you with your leads, your building and your nurturing and figuring things out and talking to your customers on your behalf for free?
I don't.
There should be no one.
No one. No one. It actually cost me money. It cost me 0.006 cent every time you do a voice act. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it's also voice activated too. My bad. Sorry about that. I forgot to mention that it's also voice activated. I'm sorry. Yes, we're still in the first contact. Remember, I said we're going to spend most time in first contact, and then I said, I forgot what that, I got to look at the list. I'm going to spend most time in the first contact. So now the customers are going to see this is what it is. This is what you're getting. I haven't even told you about the AI chatbot. That's irrelevant right now. I haven't even told you about that. Just know that, well, maybe I'll tell you about it here in a second, but I don't want to tell you about it right now. Just know that we have not talked about Rhino Leg. Then look at those 73 things for me, please. You know, Rhino Leg has 73 different features, and find lead nurturing and tell us what we talked about, please. What number? We ain't talked about Rhino Leg. We talked about number, whatever she's about to say. That's what we talked about.
Can I say this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm stupid. Yes.
Well, we all are, but I built the Rhino Leg with the assumption none of us know how to do nothing.
That is correct. I don't know how to do nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
No, stupid is not wanting to learn and just
Well, that's
staying where
fair.
you are. And that's
Well, that
certainly
I am
not you.
definitely not.
That's certainly not you. You have put yourself out there big time to
Thank you,
learn and
Joe.
grow, and you are. Sandra, you are.
Well, no doubt. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt for sure. No doubt for sure.
It is number 13.
13. So we just talked about number 13. We haven't talked about anything else. We just talked about number 13, just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. We haven't talked about anything else. Just number 13. But just number, see, here was my, so I think I'm going on my next one. Why Antonio is doing it. See, I literally went in logical order, Jerome. So why am I doing this? I understood that I don't want to be back anywhere that I was. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, those places were blessed, Jerome. But that's old blessings. God got newer stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need old stuff. You know, no, that's fair. I don't need these old skins. You know, take me higher. This is it. Take me higher. I don't need this is canonical, biblical, tanakal, you know, this is the tyrannical. This is in there. All right. This is in all the sacred texts. I don't have to get the same thing that I had before. No. Right now, you just heard one of the features from Rhino Leg. Rhino Leg is extremely AI powered. There is nothing but artificial intelligence anywhere. And here's the deal. It's mine. I ain't borrowing from nobody else. It is mine. It is mine. The only one time that I third party anything is the voice AI for you to do voice commands and get your leads and stuff. And that's through IBM Watson, which is top of the line. You don't get more top of the line than that. That's IBM Watson. That's the or then when you sign in with Google, I had an API Google sign in, right? Stuff like that. All this artificial intelligence is mine. What does that mean when you build it from scratch and it's yours? It means, Susan, I don't have to charge that much. There are 69 or 68 something, Adonia, AI powered features in the $49.97 package. What I should have did, this is what I should have did. If I follow industry standard, I should have did 73, pick 8 of those, 12 of them. Here's the basic package. If you want more, then you pay for the Pro package, Jerome. And the Pro package includes some of the AI. And if you want the Enterprise package, $297, then you can get all these AI features and nobody here would have complained because that would have been industry standard and normal. But how many of you know just because something is normal don't make it right? Okay. In America,
What happens, people get that beginning one and then they don't do anything with it.
Right.
If all the packages are there and they can't get that one, they'll look at it and try to do some stuff and then just like, well, I really need that big package before I can do anything. That's one thought process.
Do you blame them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So how many of us have done that?
Yeah, exactly.
So what you're doing is smart.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. In fact, I was talking about Adonia yesterday with my dad. I just didn't mention the name because he would know something anyway. But I was like, yeah, there's somebody. I've got a good friend of mine that I always say, I buy these books, I buy these programs, I don't do nothing with them. You know? And I get that. How many of you have unread books on your shelf? No, don't lie. We all do. Every last
That
one.
would be Phil. He's bought every book, every program since I've known him, and I get mad every time, and he just keeps doing it.
It just keeps doing it, right? Keeps doing it. I get it. Adonia's the same category. Antonio's the same category. Deanna's the same category. Melissa's the same category. For sure.
But look how wise you all are because of it.
Right.
Or I think I'm gonna eventually get to it. No, but I really need it. Get it now because I'm really gonna get to it, and that really just tends to go further and further away.
Yeah, that's like working out.
Where's the CD player or the video thing? You know,
we've
got a storage unit full of that stuff.
Oh my God, you're right about that. I thought about that. There's something I wanted to use the other day, and it was on DVD, and I was like, "What am I gonna do with this? I can't do anything with the DVD. I can't do anything with the DVD. I can't do anything with a DVD. That's crazy, crazy." And then I was like, "Well, I should put it in my PlayStation, but my PS5 don't have a disc." So I was like, I can't even do that no more. Right? So Susan, you hit the nail on the head with that one for sure. What I made sure was, remember, I went from what Antonio is doing, the first contact, to why Antonio is doing. What I did is I made sure. So there's like 6 different things here. I'm gonna try to give it to you so you can steal. What I did was I built 73 features. And it was like, man, I can't think of anything else. And I took the day off. And I came back the next day. Okay, Otis. Okay, Otis gotta meet me here in a second. I took the day off. And I came back the next day. And I was like, okay, can I think of anything else? And I couldn't. And what I did, Shelly, was I told myself, do not, under any circumstances, do anything but make this basic. And if I tell you, Adonia, my pride was like, no, you not. You going. My pride said, cha-ching, cha-ching. And I was like, no. Force this to be basic. Force it to be basic plan, and make sure and then I started thinking about Susan in my head. So make sure your basic plan is better than everybody else's enterprise plan. Because that's how I was thinking about, because Susan is very strategic like that. She's very strategic like that. So make sure your basic plan is better than everybody else's $999 plan. So I did that. And then I was like, well, what the heck I'm gonna do now? And so it took me months, Jerome, to think about how to do a $99.99 and a $297. The $297 is not even available yet. I have not finished. Those of you who know, I have been developing my own. I've been developing my own ChatGPT before ChatGPT came out. Admittedly, ChatGPT helped me move a little faster. So I have my own AI, independent, etc. But for my different reasons, because I want to get into robotics, self-driving cars, and etc. So for my own different reasons, it's not something. It's not like I'm never selling mine. It's never going to be for public consumption. But it's going to be in all my tools. So every single time, so when the social media come out, which don't worry, it's ready, but it doesn't make sense to put it out. You put out Rhino Leg first, but we'll get there. You get there. So when in Rhino Leg and in social media and in the video games, that my AI is always powering those things, so you don't have to work or you don't have to do these things. Like I built a video game right now. It's called Meteor's End. In a video game, not only does the weather change and stuff, but the game changes according to your behavior. So the more you play as a good person, the game responds that way and sends you random events that only good people can get. The more you play as a bad person, the game responds that way and sends you opportunities that only bad people can get. And then the world responds according to your gameplay, and the weather responds according to your gameplay. Or, if you will, Susan, I built the law of attraction in the video game. Yeah, all I needed was artificial intelligence to do it. That's all I needed. So my game is AI powered in a major way, Like right now, I'm at the last end. I'm doing the animations and the script right now. But in a major way. So it's AI powered. So all the things I'm doing is AI powered, but not for me to sell it. ChatGPT 3 was fed 570 gigs of text data. My first phase is sending my version of ChatGPT, my version of ChatGPT to 1 terabyte of text data. So I'm collecting all this data and stuff. Now I'm training. It's called training it. I'm training my model, right? I'm training my model, and that's what's happening here. So it's pretty cool, awesome. It's called Insinkai. That's mine, Insinkai. Insinkai AI. It's called Insinkai AI. It's a word from the Akan culture in the Shanti region. Insinkai Renee means infinity. And Sinkai, if you strip that word, can mean from the stars, one born from the stars, or owned by the stars, something like that. Makes sense when my company is called Density 6. If you understand 6th density, 3rd density, 4th density, that makes sense, but we'll just keep going. So just know that why I'm doing this is to train my AI model greatly, train it, but also I got told my dad last night, these companies got to go, which is what it is. There's no sense in me, Adonia, there's no pretty words here. Salesforce is now on my way. Just is what it is. It's not personal. As far as I'm concerned, they had their time. And anybody else, when you Google top CRMs, you'll find 20 of them. I forget the orange one with the little thingy. I forget the name of it. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Anyway. Well, Asani is more of a task manager. There's a hub, something hub. It's orange with the little hub. Anyway, it's got hub at the end of it. I don't care. It's get down and lay down. Let's get down and lay down. You're going to do what I say. And I have no intentions on selling the CRM. Zero intentions. You know why? Because imagine if Salesforce built a social media, or imagine if Facebook built a CRM. My CRM, once the social media come out and you figure out, holy crap, you mean, Antonio, all this stuff I was doing on my own, you mean it's gonna look through all 5,000 of my friends and do that to them too? Yes, it is. There's no doubt about it. I don't want anybody on social media no more unless they're making money. Like, go on Facebook, but over here, Arlenbrook, there's a CRM working for you while you playing and having fun. Can you imagine that, Adonia? Can you imagine being able to take the day off and actually watch a movie while your CRM is not taking a day off? That's why Antonio was doing it. That's why Antonio was doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you so
I'm
much. Thank you so
processing, so I'm processing.
Mm-hmm. Deanna, if thou don't mind, if you could pull up, let me see which one next. Second contact. If you can pull up Rhino leads, I would appreciate that. Now, Adonia, that was Rhino nurture. But everybody does that, right, Melissa? They always tell you how to nurture a lead. Don't never tell you how to get one. They'll tell you how to get one, but they'll never tell you how to nurture it. But Jerome, it's back to you now. Because Jerome is not going to get leads. There's the human error. He's not going to nurture his leads, and he's not going to get leads. His childhood trauma, his busy day, he covering his wife, he's got to use the restroom, he's got to have a meeting, he's got to go to the VA to get another exam. All these things are in the way, and he didn't. By the time he sat down and said, okay, I really need to work on my business, then the Lord put a book idea in his head. And now he's like, man, I got to strike iron while it's hot. And now he's writing the book. And then it's 11 o'clock at night. And Jerome goes, okay, let me work on my business. And he does, Melissa. And his body say, nope. 11:22, Jerome is asleep. He ain't try to go to sleep. His body said, you're going to lay down. You're going to do what I say.
You all up in my driveway, boy. Damn.
You're going to do what I say. Now blink them eyes. Adele, you'd be like, I got to work on the weekends. I'm going to work on the weekends. And she set 48 hours to work on herself. And then the universe sent everything in her life not to work on herself. Okay. I expect this to happen. Deanna, share your screen. Go to Rhino Leads. So not only are we nurturing them, we're also getting them. Oh man. This is completely AI powered. Can you imagine? Go ahead, share your screen. Can you imagine having a platform that just says, you know what? Jerome, sit back, I got this. And that's what I'm trying to build. Introducing Rhino Leads, your ultimate lead generation solution from Rhino Leg. No, that's the nerd version. Don't worry about the nerd version. Hold on, I got it. I got the kid version.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got the kid version. Don't worry about the nerd version. Yeah, we just gonna go straight to the kid version. A little small print, but we'll make it work. Go straight to the kid version. Oh, actually, you know what? What am I gonna do? Blow this up. That's what I'll do. Then I'll share the blown up one. There we go. It's coming up. Introducing Rhino Leads. Imagine you're playing a game where you have to find hidden treasures, customers, but sometimes you can't find them all and you miss out on some of the treasures. Now, right here, let me stop right here. This is what I told my dad last night. I told my dad, nobody knows how to sell anymore, and nobody knows how to nurture their leads anymore. It's not necessarily their fault. It's just that every time somebody else joins Facebook, it gets harder. How many of you can really attest to that? But while social media is good, it also made it very hard for y'all to stand out. Who is anybody willing to admit that? It's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard. It's very hard. It's hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, TikTok got 2 billion people on it. There's 2 billion people making noise. And it's hard to get past that noise. So imagine you're playing this game and you want to find some of these treasures. Well, that's not fun, right? Not being able to get those treasures. But what if you had a tool that can help you find all those treasures and you won't miss any of them? That would be so much better, wouldn't it? That's what Rhino Leads from Rhino Leg is. It's like a tool that helps you find all the hidden treasures so you don't miss out on any of them. Grown-ups use Rhino Leads from Rhino Leg to help them find and keep track of people who might want to buy what they're selling. It helps them make more money. I'll skip comprehensive lead data. That's number one. Let's imagine you're playing with your toy cars and you want to race them, but sometimes you don't know how fast each car can go and what they're good at. Don't worry about it. It's hard to have a good race when you don't know these things. But what if you had a tool that would tell you all about your cars, like how fast they go and what they're good at? That way you can have the best race ever. That's what comprehensive lead data is. Grown-ups use comprehensive lead data to help them with their business by knowing all about the people who they might be selling. Now, why did I do that again on this side, Melissa? Because I just told you on the back end, when you get the customer, you're going to get in-depth profile analysis and know all about them. But what I did, Jerome, was I made it easier for you. I'm doing it on the front end too. So by the time it gets to the CRM, the AI has a lot to work with. Why? Because Jerome asked a solid question. What about human error, Antonio? I can't just put in Carlos and expect AI to do something with that. Yes, yes. Adonia, I fully expected you to have jacked up data to where you went in your Facebook or you went in your email and all you got is somebody email, no name. We all got emails like this. We all did some opt-in. We got no name, just an email. And you put that in your database, and now the system can't do much with that unless Antonio creates a front end to deal with that problem. Data processing, I'll skip data processing, customer feature creation, AI-driven model training. I need you to get this is AI lead generation. Let's imagine you have a toy robot. You want to teach the toy robot how to play a game, but the robot doesn't know how to play the game yet. I was just describing this. So you have to teach it. It may be hard for you to teach the robot how to play the game all by yourself, right? But what if you had a tool that helped you teach the robot how to play the game? That way you can even have more fun with the robot, right? That's what AI-driven model training is. Grown-ups use AI-driven model training to help them with their business by teaching their computers to predict which people are most likely to buy what Adonia is selling. Do not miss that part. We're talking about Adonia logs in, and then Rhino Leg says, Adonia, I believe we got 17 possibles. It's like spades. You know, I got 4 in the possible. You know, I got, you know, how many you got? I ain't got none. Well, we going board. Now, if you don't know how to play spades, you don't know what I'm talking about. Adonia, thank you for logging in, Adonia. Now, this is the future. Thank you for logging in, Adonia. How was your day? It was pretty good. Great, Adonia. Well, I've done all the tasks you've set me out to do. I've made sure the sprinklers were cut off by 5 p.m. No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm actually building that thing. I made sure the sprinklers are cut off by 5 p.m. Your bath water is being run according to schedule with just the bubble ratio in which you have asked. I have ordered your wine. It should be here in 10 minutes. And the possible leads in which you have right now are 497. I have sorted them to possible rates, and there's 13 that'll probably buy from you right now. Your instructions, Adonia? Oh my God.
Something's wrong with you. Something is absolutely something not bubbles. I mean, really, something's not right with you. There's something. I don't even know if I believe you right now because
That's the $297 version. What I just described is the $290. I'm training the $297 version to do that right now. I'm not joking. That's why it's not available for sale. You'll see it, but you can't buy it. That's why the $297 version is all AI with my AI assistant called Insinka. All. I don't want you to do nothing. I want you to get teleported into a futuristic movie when you get the $297. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Hyperparameter tuning. What does that mean, Antonio? Well, let's say you want to play a game with your toy robot, but there are many different ways to play the game. Maybe the game can be played with different rules, or maybe you can use different toys to play the game. So how do you know which is the best way to play the game with your robot? Well, you can try playing the game with different rules and toys and see which way is the most fun and the easiest to play with the robot. Hyperparameter tuning is just like that, but for grown-ups and their computers. They use a special tool called Grid Search CV. I sure hope you're hearing this to try this on last one I'm gonna read too. To try different ways of playing the game and see which way works best for their specific situation. So if you want to make sure your computer is playing the game the best way possible, you can use hyperparameter tuning. It's like a tool that helps you find the best way to play the game. Antonio, what does that mean? CV. When you Put people in your database. I have Rhino Leg performed to do war strategies on your leads. It thinks like a chess player on your leads, and it goes, okay, Susan wants this. Oh, that wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work. And it goes to 1,000 options. This one has the strongest possibility of work. And then kicks that to Susan and say, Susan, would you like to try this with this particular person?
OMG.
Can I tell y'all how I came up with this stuff, like these writings? Let me tell you what I did. Do you mind if I show you right now? Because now I'm going to break
Because
down
you heard me
Antonio's
saying, help me, please, please help me.
Can I show y'all what I did? Who
Please,
wants to
please.
see? Because see, Melissa, if you can't get somewhere to cut your camera on, I need your energy because I know you.
What do you need, Antonio?
Yes, I need your energy. I need your energy.
And I can't even see, I'm ducking, but I still want to see.
Okay, good, good. I ain't mad at you. What I want to do is I want to show y'all how I come up with this stuff. Is that okay? I want to show you how I come up with this stuff because the tendency, I gotta switch my screen real quick. I need to make sure nothing's personal on this screen real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me pause the recording. All right. So what you see here is my script, and what I do. This is the artificial intelligence powered chatbot. It's pretty simple. Remember, I even told you the only third party I'm using is IBM Watson. It's literally, and then Google, right? And stuff like that. So what I'm doing is I copy and paste all of this. Now I'm gonna stop real quick. I need to see how many lines of code that was. Give me a second. That's okay, perfect. I'm gonna copy and paste all of that. Antonio, how are you getting your descriptions? You're a great marketer, you're a salesperson, you making this up. Here's the deal. I'm like Adonia. I'm not even sure if I believe you right now. I want to tell y'all how I'm making these scripts. Is this okay? How am I telling you what is happening with what I'm doing? I think that's fair. But I want to poll my audience. Do you want to see how I'm doing this? I got 1 yes, and I'll take Melissa's excitement. I got 3. Okay. 4. Well, that's not enough. Okay.
Yes,
so don't worry
yes,
about
yes,
it.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
All right.
No, yeah, please do.
Okay. Because I was just going to move on. I want to show you something that's brilliant. Now watch. I'm going to share my screen now. Now, admittedly, this is ChatGPT 4. I need that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write, can you, and I'm going to say, please write me an incredible sales copy for the code I have posted below. It is very important that the customer or lead or prospect learns every single thing this code is doing. Therefore, make every movement of this code a feature or benefit that the customer, that my user will have as a result of this code. Please number each feature. Please give a strong introduction and closing. And please, strong introduction and closing. Your audience are entrepreneurs and small business owners, celebrities, public figures, nonprofits, and B and B2C persons. Please, please keep in mind that my audience, oh, that's my son's name, my audience is not tech savvy and will need you to break this sales copy down into plain English. That's it. I'm assuming y'all want this prompt, so I will give you this prompt. Now, it is important that we highlight Antonio Jerome. Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up. Please write an incredible code, sales copy for my product called Rhino Chat Bot. Okay. Rhino Chatbot from Rhino Leg. That saves me time going back in the edit. Rhino Chatbot from Rhino Leg. Bam. Now, enter. Now, Adonia, here is the crazy part. The crazy part, Adonia, is Antonio did not put marketing words on this. No. Every feature you've heard was not something I made up. It was not something I made up for good. It was something I put my code in and said, explain to my audience and a sales copy what this code is doing. Therefore, when you see each of these features, it is not something I'm making up, Susan. It is in the code. Therefore, Jerome, it means it's real and it means it works. Look at that. Simplified and secure communication, unique sessions for personal interaction, seamless integration with IBM Watson, Google Dialogflow integration, easy using. Go ahead.
No, I was just the fact that you took all of that code and it's spitting out to you what the features themselves, what that particular code itself can do.
Yes. I need y'all are not you motor scooters. And
Let me
then
rephrase what that code is doing.
That's right. Jerome, these features ain't something I made up with my marketing in mind. No. ChatGPT, please tell them what I built and just put it in sales copy. If that ain't brilliant, I don't know what else to tell you. Let's read this here. Dear entrepreneurs, small business owners, celebrities, public figures, nonprofits, B2B, B2C professionals, are you ready to witness the power of AI-driven automation communication? Say hello to Rhino Chatbot from Rhino Leg, a game-changing solution designed to support your business, streamline your process, and help you achieve your goals without breaking a sweat. No matter your level of tech savviness, Rhino Chatbot is here to make your life easier. Let's explore some fantastic features and benefits that come with this innovative tool. Simplified, secure communication. Rhino Chatbot establishes a safe connection to the data. This is the stuff that Susan wants to send to the executives. Rhino Chatbot establishes a safe connection to the database, ensuring all your sensitive information remains protected. Remember, Antonio does not sell information. I am not on that. I don't care for that. That is what social media is doing. I'm not doing that. And my social media does not sell information. This is why, Adonia, drum roll, please, you don't get any ads on Rhino Chat. Rhino leg. Nope. Because I'm not selling your information. Unique sessions for personalized interaction. By generating a unique session ID for each user, Rhino chatbot delivers a tailored experience for every single person using it. You are not paying attention. However, Susan behaves with the chatbot I built is the only experience she's going to have, which is the one she wants. Melissa, can you hear all the ching chings? Because we on our way to AI conference. Can you hear all the ching ching?
Oh, I hear all of them. That's why I sent you the 2 links earlier.
You understand. You understand. Seamless integration with IBM Watson Assistant. I did. Rhino Chat connects to IBM Watson Assistants, giving you access to cutting-edge AI technology for your chatbot. Soon, I'll replace that with my own, but that's what I use. I didn't use ChatGPT. Not that I didn't have a problem with it. IBM Watson accomplishes what I want to accomplish. It accomplishes what I want to accomplish. Google Dialogflow integration. Rhino Chatbot also integrates with Google Dialog, further enhance. See, y'all don't understand this, but when I have it, when I say Grace, do that as a 5-year-old. You're going to understand it. Easy to use authentications, comprehensive CRM data access, automatic lead scoring again, smart deal notifications. May I, Jerome? Do you mind? Can you say human error? Rhino chatbot generates notifications to Jerome based on deal data, keeping him up to date on his sales pipeline. It would tell him, hey man, you can offer this for discount based on trending solutions, trending data, and your customer profile. Timely task reminders. That's Grace again. Rhino chatbot is Grace reminding Renee, Phil and Susan about to teach, stop cooking, catch your camera on, prioritize lead manage, deal status updates. Interesting. Stay informed about the status of your deals with updates on proposals, negotiations, closed won, etc. You know why? Because when Melissa, who will be using Rhino Leg, she has physical products, doesn't she? And she's going to load every physical product inside of the CRM, and it's going to seamlessly tell Melissa who will buy which product. Just so we're clear, I am not making this up. Where Adonia at? Adonia, was those my fancy words, or was that just my code in English?
Here driving. I'm here.
That was my code in English. Now get it? When she's driving, she gotta stay safe. You know, we like Adonia. We don't need her not safe. All right. Let's end this call, y'all. How long? Put this. Okay, I'll send this one to you later down, and you're gonna have to put it into
5-year-old. Gotcha.
5-year-old talk. Yep. Put it in 5-year-old talk.
Yeah. So this has been really good. Really good. I'm excited that I understand all of the features and how they explain it to other people.
There you go. There you go. Anybody can do what I've done. If you have, basically, what Phil and Susan can do is they can get, they got options. They can go to Descript, translate one of their videos, and then put it in ChatGPT. Because if it's a video, it's code, isn't it? Please don't think you have to do this for artificial intelligence. If you created a unique way, he's going to have to do this through code. If you created a unique way to do something like Kanochi or the 5-step method or publishing, Chef Jay, if you've ever got on video, if you've ever written down anything about how you cook a piece of chicken or anything, if you've ever done any of that, and it was unique to you, you can put it in ChatGPT right now. Say, give me every major point of this and put it in a sales copy. And it will give you every major point, and there's your webinar language. There's your such and such language. Go ahead, Deanna.
Okay, you said that videos are just code. and we can put videos into
ChatGPT or descriptive translate if you need a transcription. Because hold on, before you go, because y'all look at computer programming as something different. It's not something different. It's a language. So if you've spoken anything in any language, you can do the same thing I did and get the sales copy from it. Okay, keep going down.
Okay, so what exactly from a video do we put into ChatGPT? Do we just copy and paste the name of it and ask it to do, like, you know?
If you take my prompt and just replace my words with your words, you'll be fine. If you take that prompt I just gave y'all, you'll be fine. I want to answer the question in more detail.
Oh, okay.
For
no,
those,
I got the prompt.
Okay. Well, if you take please write me an incredible sales copy for this video I have posted below. It is very important that the customer or prospect learns every single thing about this video is doing. Therefore, make every movement of this video a feature or benefit that my user will have as a result of this video. Please number each feature. Please give me a strong introduction, a strong closing. Your audience is people, in your case, people who want naturopathic healthcare, such and such and such, to like your audience. And they are this person, this person, this person. And then please know they are not herbally savvy, or however you want to say this. Please know they're beginners in naturopathic care. They're beginners in alkaline eating, however you want to process that information. And please break it down in plain English. So I'm going to still answer your question, but for everybody else who done already tuned out, just take that prompt and replace these information.
Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir.
You know you're making my head hurt, right?
Indeed.
Okay. I need you to confirm or disaffirm, or you do. I can't whatever. Okay. if I'm, because you're making my head hurt. Okay. And let me see if I got this right. This CRM, this Rhino Leg, and all its features, and it knows how to go out and find leads. Once it finds those leads, it knows how to communicate with those leads. And it gathers information on each one of those leads. And based on information it gathers from those leads, it will continue to reach out to those leads, but will also store that information and give it to me so that I can come up with ideals in relationship to those leads to make more money from those leads, and then take that information and continue to use it in the future so I can make some more money from leads. Am I hearing you correctly?
You're way more than correct. You might as well did the talk for me. Way more than correct.
I'm sitting there going, because you're using artificial intelligence throughout the entire process.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't stop once I talk to them, or once they decide to buy from me, or show an interest in me. You keep using artificial intelligence to build the case so that they can't escape. They're stuck in that loop, you say. Once they get in your loop, they stay in your loop.
That's right.
I said, damn.
I need y'all to get, and I got on Grace and Deanna yesterday, respectively, but I need you to get, they were sleeping on me when I sent them the information. And I was like, do this, and I got on them. Because for the first time, I need y'all to get, for the first time ever, I got more AI than Google. And I'm gonna need you to process this information. For the first time ever, we have the most advanced product. Now I need you to process this information. I don't need you to be humble about it. I got on them because I was like, see, y'all keep trying to put new wine in old skins. But I don't care who hit me. I don't care if my dad hit me. I don't care if Grace's dad hit me. I don't care if Susan hit me. Y'all are not getting your full blessings because you're praying for God to do something new in your life, being the old version of you. With every prayer you pray, upon saying amen, you should have changed. Prayer is an altar. And when you get to that altar, Renee, you're not allowed to sacrifice yourself and then get up from that sacrifice being the same sacrifice. Now, I don't care who hit me, it's bottom line. When you pray, you are sacrificing what you are bringing to the altar. Come to the throne of grace boldly. Whatever you just brought to the altar is a sacrifice, and you're not allowed to get up from that prayer with the same you that it was. This is why most Christians aren't actually Christians. This is why the church is in peril, because we are the church. It is important to know Jerome is absolutely right, and Jerome gets it. And all y'all heads should be hurting, because there's nobody out here on the planet, not Apple, not Google, all these billion-dollar companies, trillion-dollar companies do not have a better product than what we have. That is not me bragging. That's not me being confident. We're just talking straight science and tech. And even by chance, Shelley, that they attempt to compete, they can't. You know why? Because they didn't spend the time that I spent over the last 4 years making sure I had no third parties. All I did was made sure that when this was built, it was owned by itself. Don't need no third party. I spent 20 hours a day all year programming, and I've been doing this all since. If you look on some of the videos, I told you back in 2016, I wanted to build a CRM. I did. Please hear me, because I'm ending, but I really need y'all to get for the first time ever. We Apple. Man, I know it's Monday. And I'm not saying you're not paying attention, but Monday has a certain energy on it for a lot of folk. I don't care if you're with me or not. That ain't my battle. That's the Lord's. That don't bother me one bit. But I do need you to get that everything I've taught you to do, I've done it. I've done it myself. There's not a single company that can compete with us. They have no choice but to give me 100 billion by letting me take their customers, or buy me for 100 billion. It's not an option. There's too many features. First off, there's not a CRM with 73 features out there that doesn't cost less than $16,000. And if you talk about the 20 features inside of each feature, then that is now 1,460 features. So there's not a CRM easy to use with 1,460 features in it that cost less than $16,000 a month. Don't exist. And then, Melissa, power that. Power 1,460, power 1,380 of those with AI. Costs too much money. It costs too much money. But guess who, for the last years, went and bought every single deep learning class he could buy? Deep learning and machine learning are two forms of artificial intelligence. They're the same and they're different. There's a little both and going on there. A little bit hard to explain, but a little bit of both and going on there. And if I tell you, Jerome, if I tell you that I'm winning these classes, I took these classes, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I felt stupid. I felt like it was impossible for me to get this done. It was unfair. Do you understand how dumb you feel when you're a grown person and you start trying to learn something new, that's 21 days of you feeling real stupid.
Antonio,
Yes, ma'am.
you have not been stupid since you were out on your own and learned how to survive,
Fair enough.
how to find food and shelter and keep yourself safe. And what you were saying, what you have done, I mean, the emails that I get from people, since AI came out here recently, ChatGPT, of them selling things and what they're asking for it. And it is ridiculous because it is not even a smidge of what you have put together. They don't even, their thought processes aren't even anywhere near that to even put it together if they could.
You're right. You're right. You know, you're so right, because I get some of them same emails. She's right. Get these emails. Join my 3-week boot camp for $99. Yeah, we've been past 3-week boot camp in January.
That's what I'm saying. We did that the first few days.
Yes, you're right. First few days. Yeah, this is the first time, and genuinely, this is the first time that we are ahead of the field. Remember, I told you, it's like artificial intelligence is like the cross. You know, and I don't mean to like compare it to religion, but there's everybody's equal at the foot of the cross. Everybody's equal at artificial intelligence. Shelley can compete with trillion-dollar companies because artificial intelligence allows her to ask 100,000 questions until she knows what she's doing. You can't get that nowhere else. You can't do it in Bible study. There ain't enough time. I mean, no, I'm not saying the pastor won't let you, maybe, but it just ain't enough time, Jerome. Somebody, your pew neighbor gonna be like, will you just stop asking questions so we can learn? Artificial intelligence not gonna do that. It's not gonna do that. So I told Grace, I told Yana, hey, it's time. It's time for us to take care of our families. See, I don't feel bad for what I said. It's time for us, like our our parents, their job is done. And they did the best they could with what they had. And we don't have the right to complain. They did what they were supposed to do. You alive? Well, then she and he did their job. No matter if you grew up with your father. You alive? Congratulations.
They worked 40 hours a week, day in, day out for years. Hardly any time off. That was normal.
Normal. Very little pay,
Of course,
no unions.
that wasn't normal to me back. Yeah. I didn't want to do that.
For real. Like, no unions, no health care. Medicine didn't work. They had cocaine bubblegum. Seriously, like it just didn't work. It didn't work. Medicine ain't start working in like 1942. Seriously, like you just look at World War II to see when medicine started working. Medicine didn't start working to them. Not the way it works today. Now you could say it was a Roswell Area 52 crash landing if you wanted, Jerome. You would have a strong argument there. You would. The world did change after Roswell. It did. We were nowhere near going to the moon. Roswell happened. 19 years later, we went to the moon. So just so we're clear, right? So you would have a strong argument. It would be a different class, a different show, but you would have a strong argument. My friends, I don't know what God is doing in your life, but I know God is doing a good job. Now, what God is doing, Shelley, I don't know, but I know it's good. I know that much. I bet Jerome won't disagree. Whatever God is doing, it's good. But are we paying attention to the good? All I know is Wednesday, Thursday, this come out this week. I delayed it because I understood two things, Jerome. I understood that first 30-day, $500,000 goal was important. It's a big chunk of it goes to the business. A big chunk of it goes to salaries. It's a good head start. It's a good head start. But I was telling my dad this last night. He's in prison, and a big chunk of that goes to getting him out of prison. You know, and I was thinking about this last night, and I told him, I told Deanna, and I tell both of y'all the same way that I told him. Y'all, we got a realistic goal of getting $500,000 in 30 days. And y'all didn't even blink when I said that. So I need y'all to get that God is so good that we got a conversation, Susan, about having $500,000 before the moon finishes its cycle. And it's realistic. Do you understand how far we've come? First off, my grandmother could never utter a statement. That's just 2 generations ago. Yeah. My grandmother could never utter such a statement. That's 2 generations ago. And I haven't even brought up the fact that my grandmother is Black. So I ain't even got to bring that part up. I could just keep it in grandmother and say Susan's grandmother could never have such a conversation.
Well, even my mom would listen to the calls while I was taking care of her, and she would be so amazed. And, she was born in 1923.
Oh, yeah, that's the silent generation.
So, she'd be, that's what is coming down the pike next, she would say all the time.
It's too funny, yeah. And I remember you saying that her brain would start firing good and stuff. I sure forgot all about that. Yeah.
Yeah. It got her mind really.
Yeah.
Thinking.
You know what?
She was always thinking.
That's crazy because Deanna, tell her what my dad said yesterday, and then we'll end the call because I didn't even think about it until just said something.
And I'm gonna paraphrase it the best I remember. Basically, what he was saying was, as he gets older, he fears his mind slipping. But because we keep him so abreast to things and so up to date on things, we keep his mind firing off at all times. So every time he talks to us, his mind is always working. So he no longer worries about that. He no longer worries about his mind becoming idle and him losing things because we keep him fired on all cylinders at all times.
Yeah, he said he feels
that's
his mind
exactly why I took care of my mom and was with her, because there was no way she was going in someplace, and all her sisters are the same way, all very bright, intelligent people, and my mom was super athlete. So, and one of the very last things she said to me, and I've said it before, but the very last thing after we knew it was getting that time and all that, she had laying there with her hands kind of in that prayer mode, is how she always was. She would say, Susan, I want you to go on and live your life. And I know you're going to do great things. And that was really the last full sentence of normal, without thinking of medical stuff that she said to me. And I've held on to that.
Yeah, you should have.
And she knew what I was doing. She knew what we were doing, and I would talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I told Adonia, and then so the first thing I'm doing in the next 60 days or something, I got to catch 2 flights. To flight out to Adonia, flight out to Phil and Susan. I don't know which one comes first. Or maybe we'll meet somewhere in the middle. I don't know. It's 2 things. I'm telling you, I already told Adonia. And I'm putting cash in both of their hands, or all 3 of their hands. But I'm thinking of Phil and Susan as one right now. Okay. Putting cash and both and in both coast hands, if that makes sense. Florida and Cali, and both coast, West Coast, and you can't call Florida East Coast. That's South. That's not East Coast. That's South. You understand? Because it's time. It's the first thing I'm doing. These are the people with me. And then I told Jerome privately, oh, no, I sent you the email because you're coming to Texas. Didn't I tell you that, Jerome? This should come in the Texas email. I ain't lying. I did.
Wait. When is my brother coming to Texas? Because I'm coming. He can't come out. I'm coming. When, Jerome, I need to know your business. And then, Antonio, before you leave, I do have one question. I have to ask it because it's stuck in my head.
Sure, go ahead. I'll end with your question.
This video thing. Help me understand how your system is able to look at, read, figure out what's on a video. I'm confused.
Understood.
I'm just so confused.
Yeah, understood. Okay, got you. Well, there's two different levels to what she just asked. On the, I'll say the super high end level later. Right now, what comes out 7 days, I have social media listening inside the thingy. Of course, it comes standard. Now, it is something that you say, hey, yes, you can do that. Then what we'll do is the AI will listen to anything you load into that CRM will be translated. Anything you load will be translated and then do that sentiment analysis from, like when Phil Susan say the emotional guidance scale. That's basically what I'm talking about. I'm trying to break it down. It will then translate it. And from there, with your permission and your guidance and your assistance, the AI will continuously learn how to serve you and your customers. And here's the cool thing, Adonia. It won't just learn with you. It's going to learn with every user. So the more people we get, the smarter it gets. And it's continuously going to learn. And then on top of that, the more you use it, the smarter it gets. So right now, it will learn from your videos. It will learn from everything you text. It would diagnose on that. And then it will compare who's in your database. What do you call it? This, you see CSV, like who did you upload? So when you take your email list and you upload it, it would look at those people. As you add more details, it would look at all them details, and then it would take your graphic, or it would take what you're selling, and then it will use trending psychology and all the stuff that's already out there on the internet. And my chatbot is absolutely connected to the internet. That's why it's not for sale or for consumption, because I have to control that. And what it would do is learn that and then adjust to you and your customers through the same way you're doing. Basically, so that's the answer. A short answer is I've created an imitation of consciousness. It's not conscious. I wish if it was consciousness, we'll be having $1 trillion conversation. And then I would be at the White House getting jailed or a medal, one or the other. I don't know which one. So that hasn't happened yet.
Medal.
Yes, and imitate, well, it just depends. You create consciousness, you might destroy the world. It's an imitation, and that consciousness, Adonia then, very plain answer, as a 5-year-old, Adonia teaches that consciousness how to be a smarter version of Adonia. Not a smart version, because it's important to be everything Adonia is not, but also everything Adonia is. Because it's her brand. And she wants her voice to talk to her customers. But she don't want none of her weaknesses to talk to her customers. And it would individualize that experience for every single person. Got me, Adonia?
That actually makes complete sense to me. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's the version coming out. The version that's 297. Well, my vision for it's not a vision. When I say vision, I don't want y'all to think future talk. I'm doing it right now. I don't want y'all to think future talk. Okay, I'm doing it right now. Like it's happening right now. I don't want you to think it's future talk. It's probably analyzing what I'm talking about right now. My vision for the 297 is you pay $297 and then you say, I want this. Like you do like a ChatGPT prompt. My name is Adonia Dixon. I'm retiring in 6 months. I need $200,000 coming in a month based on all these products I have uploaded. Your goal, your task, Rhino Leg, your task is to keep my brand and make it better. Here is my brand. Here's a bunch of data about my brand. Here's my brand. Now, I'm very empathetic. And I believe women should keep their clothes on. This is Susan. I went from Adonia to Susan. And stay classy. Okay. And I believe that women should be aggressive and take their goals. That's Melissa now. Okay. Did you see me? I switched. I switched. And I just want to be a good wife and make sure everybody is okay. That's Renee and Deanna. You see what I'm doing? I'm switching. You tell it to task what you want to do. And from right there, you say, now that you understand what I want to accomplish, I need you to figure out how to give me the $200,000 a month. You hit the green button and you walk away. That's it. You walk away. You don't do nothing else. You just bye-bye. You just walk away. Why? Why is it so important? Deanna, give me 3 minutes and I'm out of here. Why is it so important that I want to do this? It makes sense, Adonia. Because I've been telling y'all for years now that I want to create 100,000 millionaires, that I want to have the people who can't sell the most. I want to end world hunger, and then I want to stop the student debt loan crisis. You can take that out the window because there's one main goal here, Renee, and don't ever forget. And Jerome called me the other day. He was like, man, I see what you're doing. Everything that didn't work, you brought it back better. Did you tell me that, Jerome? Didn't you tell me that? See, look, I see what you're doing. Everything, Ricaza, all that stuff, you brought it back better. I see what you're doing. I just want to let you know. I see what you're doing. He called me Thursday night and told me that. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You let me know, like, I ain't missing it. Because the only thing I want to do with my life, Donnie, is create a resource-based economy. And I know that in order to do that, I need a very technological city that does the work for everybody. And I can't do that with some sort of without some sort of AI powered brain. It's why I've been learning machine learning since 2012. Think about it. If you're saying everything is equal and everybody's equal, and Susan sat back there for 3 years and be like, I ain't had to work all this money. And now I tell Susan, sorry, the sister's broke. You got to go pick strawberries. No, the hell I'm not. She's not going to say it that way. But you get the point. Susan's classy. She won't say it that way. Maybe her brain, but it won't come out of her mouth. So I have to have somebody be the labor force. But if you're the labor force, Jerome, then you're also etched out of wealth. And that's not resource-based economy. So what do I need as the labor force? Tech and AI. The AI needs to be etched out of wealth, not Adonia. My friends, if I'm right, and I'm ending because I said 3 minutes. Right now I'm doing Jack Ma, having his first, I showed it to you before, first thing about what we're going to do with Amazon take on. But here's the deal. I told y'all this before. Thank God for the pandemic, because the pandemic made me buckle down on this. And I told y'all 2 things. The pandemic is going to create billionaires as spectators. And then I told y'all, and Susan, I know you remember it because your memory is like an elephant. I told everybody, we don't know who the real billionaires are right now because they're protected and all this. No. When that ship keeps sailing, y'all haven't met the new Elon Musk. You haven't met the competitor for Amazon. I said this in the One Business Away challenge. I said this a bunch of times. Well, damn it, I'm him. Ain't nothing about me humble about this situation. I worked 20 hours a day since 2019 on these skill sets. In 2019, I stopped charging and I used my entire savings. I risked every single thing that I was. I haven't charged for anything since 2019. And I knew if I had my back against the wall, I would die or I'd come out better.
You burnt them damn shit.
Burnt them ships. I burnt them ships. So now, soon, they're going to herald what we're doing here as the next SpaceX. But I'm not trying to go to Mars. I'm trying to make sure Donia can retire. Going to Mars is a different people problem. Me and Susan trying to make Earth better. You hear me? We ain't got time for all that. We got to make Florida better. We ain't got time to be looking at the stars right now. They going crazy out here. And we need to make our little backyard better. So that's it for me. As promised, I asked for 3 minutes. I took 3.5. That's it for me. We'll see you tonight for Feeling Susan's twice for Let's Study a Book. And then it's at 5:30 Central Standard Time. And then for the Wins and Challenges, I forget the name of it, but Human Consultant Show, Wins and Challenges. We'll see you all.
Tonight you want to hear the finale of Sorry I'm Streaming.
Absolutely.
The
Definitely.
last one, you really should be there.
Yeah.
And of course, the Wins and Challenges. You learn so much from everyone else's wins and challenge.
Absolutely.
Even if you don't have any yourself. So we'd love to have you there.
There you go. Donia, I'm going to call you right after this for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And then I just want to tell her about the money I'm going to drop in her hand. That's all. And so you know the subject. Just for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I ain't even going to bother you. But Deanna, get ready. We're taking 2 flights. We're gonna give Susan the briefcase.
I'll give you 31 seconds.
31. Okay. I should appreciate your grace. You hear me, Deanna? You're gonna give
Be fake money. I just put it in Stripe.
I know, right? Send it digitally and we just do it ceremoniously. That's actually quite wise. Oh my gosh, Susan, we were going to give you the money, but it got lost in the plane, the luggage. All right, everybody. See you tonight. You can play better. You can dominate. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
Love you more.
Yeah, have a good one.